Imagine a 900-year-old well and a secret hidden within it that no one could have even dreamed of. For centuries, this well stood silently in the middle of the village, as if forgotten. But when archaeologists began digging, what they discovered terrified everyone. Behind the crumbling walls, beneath the soil and stones, they discovered something directly connected to the stories of the Knights Templar. Gold coins, ancient weapons, and a sealed iron box. Everything was hidden mysteriously. It seemed as if someone had deliberately tried to hide it from the world forever. The question is, who hid this treasure here, and why? Was it just a treasure, or a secret that would change the history books? Villagers say that at night, strange sounds were heard near the well, as if someone was whispering. And when the box was pulled out, a sudden gust of cold wind blew through, scaring everyone present. It seemed as if someone had placed a curse on this treasure to protect it. In this video, we'll show you the original footage, the real evidence, and reveal what was hidden inside this well. Believe me, this story will make you think. So stay tuned, and don't forget to subscribe to our channel so you don't miss the next shocking discovery. In an old and quiet village in Europe, this well stands silently for centuries. The village is surrounded by dense forests, and for generations, the people here have told stories about this well. It is said that this well is approximately 900 years old and is considered the most mysterious place in the village. Sometimes a strange, cold wind emanates from it, and reports of strange shadows appearing around the well at night have been a topic of discussion among the people. This is why the elders of the village have always considered it inauspicious and forbade children from even going near it. This well is called the Cursed Well. Villagers believe that this well holds not only water, but also an ancient curse. Some claim that whenever someone looks into this well, they hear a strange whisper, as if a deep voice is calling their name. In ancient times, many people went near the well and then mysteriously disappeared. No one ever heard of them. After these incidents, the well became considered evil, and people were afraid to go near it even during the day. Many families even moved houses to stay away from the well. The news of the excavation first spread suddenly. A few months ago, a team arrived in the village with old maps and documents. They claimed that a secret passage or treasure might be hidden beneath the well. Initially, the villagers were distrustful of these outsiders, but when the excavation began and strange things began to be discovered, the news spread like wildfire throughout the area. Local newspapers also published it, and people began sharing photos and videos of the well on social media. Gradually, the news was not limited to the village, but gained national attention. Old stories from the village elders also came back into discussion. They say that a major war took place here several hundred years ago, and during that time, many people used this well to hide their secrets and treasures. According to some legends, soldiers from the Knights Templar also visited the site and hid important items. The villagers had always believed that this well was not just a source of water, but a witness to history's greatest mysteries. Now that the excavation had begun, everyone's eyes were filled with both fear and excitement. Fear that ancient curses might be awakened, and excitement that perhaps centuries-old truths were finally about to be revealed. The very mention of the Knights Templar evokes a world of mystery and adventure. This was a powerful warrior organization that came into being around 900 years ago. Initially, their mission was to protect holy sites and religious pilgrimages, especially those traveling to Jerusalem. Gradually, this organization grew so large and powerful that even the kings of many European countries began to fear them. Their uniforms were white, with a red cross, symbolizing courage and sacrifice. The Knights Templar were not only warriors but also became very wealthy. They collected treasures won in wars and safeguarded people's property. It is said that they began functioning like the first banks. Many merchants and kings kept their gold and silver with them. This led to their accumulation of wealth and power, so much so that people believed they possessed the greatest treasure in the world. They hid this treasure not in ordinary places, but in secret hideouts, like mountain caves, ancient fortresses, and even deep wells. Only a select few knew about these hideouts. As the Knights Templars' power grew, the church and some kings grew jealous of them. Initially, kings enlisted their help, but later they began to feel that the Templars had become so powerful that they could challenge their authority. The church also became increasingly concerned about their mysterious organization, especially because they followed their own secret policies and rules. Gradually, the church and several kings hatched a massive conspiracy against them. One day, suddenly, without warning, the Knights Templar were attacked. Their leaders were arrested, many were tortured, and some were burned alive. It is said that just before that attack, some loyal Templar soldiers made off with their most precious treasure and secret documents. They hid this treasure in places inaccessible to anyone. It is believed that this treasure was the real reason for the destruction of the Templars. Historians believe that this treasure contained not only gold and silver, but also secrets that could change the history of the entire world. This is why they hid their treasure from the world and kept the secret of its location limited to only a select few. This treasure is being searched for in many places to this day, and many believe that this well may be one of those secret hideouts. At the beginning of the excavation, everything seemed normal. The team carefully began removing the soil around the well, but as they delved deeper, they began to discover some strange things. Initially, they discovered old, rusted iron fragments and broken wooden parts, which might have been just old tools. But gradually, clues began to emerge from the soil, suggesting a significant mystery might be hidden here. The team's excitement grew, and their hearts raced. Upon digging a little further, they discovered some ancient coins. These coins were anything but ordinary. They bore symbols that seemed out of step with any modern language or culture. Some bore the symbol of a cross, while others bore symbols resembling swords and shields. Experts immediately determined that these coins might date back to the Knights Templar period. The coins were in poor condition, but a faint golden sheen emanated from them, clearly indicating they were genuine and valuable. This convinced the team that they were digging in the right direction. Then the team found another mysterious object, a large stone that looked completely different from the others. Strange and complex symbols were carved on this stone. These symbols resembled an ancient language, but no one could immediately recognize them. The markings on the stone seemed to suggest they were part of a secret code. The team leader had it carefully cleaned, photographed, and sent them to experts. Some experts believed the symbols might be signs of a secret order, the Knights Templar, while others suggested they might be connected to an ancient religious ritual. These discoveries made the team realize they were on no ordinary excavation. Until now, they had thought it was just an old well, but now the place seemed to hold mysterious treasures and hidden history. Every member of the team became alert, fearing that as they delved deeper, they might discover even greater secrets. The atmosphere became increasingly silent and tense. Every little sound, every movement startled them. It seemed as if the well itself was about to tell its own story, and the truth of that story might change the course of world history forever. As the team dug deeper into the excavation, the atmosphere grew increasingly tense. After several hours of hard work, their tools suddenly struck something hard. At first, everyone thought it was a large stone, but as they removed the surrounding soil, a square shape gradually became clearly visible. The team, eager to dig, intensified their excavation and soon discovered that it was indeed a large iron box. It looked no ordinary box. While its surface was rusted, its structure appeared extremely sturdy and ancient. The box was about the size of a small safe, but its weight was so heavy that it required 4 people to lift it. Most startling was the strange markings engraved on the box. Some resembled crosses, while others resembled mysterious symbols that none of the team members could identify. It seemed as if these markings were part of a secret code or warning. The team leader immediately assumed it might be connected to the Knights Templar. When the box was finally pulled out, the team was filled with a mixture of excitement and fear. Excitement because they felt they had made a historic discovery, and fear because they didn't know what might be hidden inside. Everyone standing there breathed heavily, as if they were facing the greatest mystery in history. Some team members were so nervous that they suggested stopping the digging before opening the box. But as preparations began to open the box, the surrounding atmosphere suddenly changed into something strange. A strong, cold wind rose from within the well and spread throughout. Additionally, some people felt as if they could hear faint whispers. These sounds were very faint, but they contained a strange fear. Seeing this, many on the team trembled and retreated. It felt as if the box was cursed with an ancient curse, and opening it would awaken that curse. Still, the desire to know the truth gave courage to the team, and they decided that no matter what, the secret of this mysterious box must be revealed to the world. With trembling hands, the team slowly opened the iron box. As soon as the lid of the box was lifted, everyone present was astonished. A faint golden glow emanated from within, illuminating the darkness of the well. The first thing they noticed inside the box were old gold coins. These coins were so shiny and intricately crafted that it was clear they couldn't have belonged to an ordinary king or merchant. Some bore the symbol of a cross, others the shape of a sword and shield. The team realized these coins were from the time of the Knights Templar, and their value was difficult to estimate. Underneath the coins, they found a small collection of beautiful jewelry. These jewelry included old necklaces, rings, and brooches. Each piece featured intricate carvings and unique designs, indicating it must have belonged to a very special and powerful family. But the most striking item was an old sword. The sword was very well preserved and lightly rusted. Its hilt clearly bore the symbol of the Knights Templar, a red cross. Upon seeing this sword, the historians present were convinced that this treasure was linked to the Templars. This sword was not just a weapon, but a testament to their power and mysterious history. But the real secret lay hidden deep within the box. The team found a mysterious note, written on old leather. Upon opening the note, everyone's eyes widened. The language on it didn't resemble any modern language. It contained strange symbols and words that seemed like a code. One member of the team, an expert in ancient languages, immediately guessed that it might be a secret message from the Templars. After studying it for a while, he explained that it read, "Whoever finds this treasure must be prepared to bear the weight of the truth. This is not just gold, but truth that can change the world." Upon reading this message, a hush fell over the entire atmosphere. The team realized that this treasure was not just a symbol of wealth, but the key to a greater and deeper mystery. The message also implied that it might contain information that could be dangerous to release. Therefore, the team decided not to immediately release the full contents of the leaflet to the media or the public. They kept it secret and shared it only with a few trusted experts. The team knew that if this truth were to become public, it could change the history books forever and possibly even create a global uproar. Villagers' reactions and rumors. As news of the discovery of the box spread through the village, panic spread. For centuries, people who believed the well was cursed were even more fearful. Many villagers believed that the discovery of this treasure had awakened the old curse. Some elders said their ancestors had always said that this well was not just a source of water, but a place where some deep and mysterious secrets were hidden. Many villagers were so frightened that they refused to go near the well altogether. The nighttime atmosphere became even more terrifying. People said that since the excavation, they had started hearing strange noises near the well at night. Some heard faint whispers, while others felt as if something heavy was falling into the water. Some villagers claimed to have seen shadows moving around the well in the dark. All this was creating further fear in the village. Some families even took their young children and moved out of the village to stay safe. As the news spread, it created a storm on social media. People began sharing photos of the well on Twitter and Facebook. Some believed it to be the Templars' treasure, while others linked it to an ancient alien civilization. The internet was flooded with memes. Some read, "History Channel be like, aliens did it," while others simply poked fun at the well. But amidst these memes, many were also serious and believed that this discovery could be one of the greatest discoveries in history. Gradually, the news was not limited to the village, but garnered attention across the country and the world. Experts enter. When the matter became so significant, the government and local administration decided it was necessary to investigate it more seriously. They sent a special team of archaeologists, historians, and scientists to the village. They brought with them modern equipment and technology to examine every detail. As soon as they arrived, the excavation area was completely sealed off, and security was increased. First, they examined the gold coins and jewelry found in the box. Experts confirmed that these items were indeed very old, and their design dated back to the Knights Templar era. They reported that the coins and jewelry bore the same patterns and symbols seen in Templar treasures. This convinced the team that their discovery had a direct connection to history. The experts then examined the ancient sword. They determined that the sword's design dated back to the 12th or 13th century. The red cross on its hilt was a clear indication of the Knights Templar. This discovery was definitive proof that this treasure belonged not to any ordinary king or merchant, but directly to the Templars. This brought a wave of joy to the team, but also deepened their questions. Why was this treasure hidden here? During their investigation, they discovered something else that surprised everyone. It was a strange piece of metal that seemed completely different from the rest of the objects. It was neither gold, nor silver, nor any ordinary metal. Its surface was smooth and extremely strong, and it had a faint sheen, as if it had been made using some unknown technology. When scientists tested it, the results were even more mysterious. The metal did not match any known civilization or metal found on Earth. Historians believed the piece might have been part of a secret Templar experiment, while others suggested it could have come from an unknown source. Some even went so far as to suggest it could be evidence that the Templars had contact with an ancient alien civilization. This discovery deepened the mystery. When this information came out, social media was abuzz again. People began calling it the Alien Templar Connection. Some experts dismissed it as a hoax, but the government immediately confiscated the piece and kept its investigation completely confidential. For the villagers, it was all like a dream. At first, it was just an old well. Then it became the location of a mysterious treasure. And now, it had become one of the world's greatest mysteries. Everyone's eyes were fixed on just one question. Would this discovery change history, or would it remain a mystery forever? Government interference. As news of the treasure and mysterious metal fragments spread rapidly, the atmosphere in the village suddenly changed completely one day. Early in the morning, dozens of government vehicles pulled up outside the village. Uniformed officers, security personnel, and a large team of scientists emerged from them. The villagers were astonished, as no one had anticipated the government's arrival so quickly. Upon arrival, the team completely sealed off the excavation site. High iron barricades were erected around the well, and no outsiders were allowed to approach. Media reporters who were already present were also immediately evicted. Cameras and recording devices were confiscated, and journalists were warned not to release any photographs or videos of the incident. This government approach raised even more questions among those present. People began to wonder what had been discovered, that the government was maintaining such secrecy. As soon as the government team arrived, they seized the iron box, the sword, and especially the strange metal fragment. They were immediately transported in a large security box. This happened so quickly that the excavation team didn't even have time to ask questions. Even some other items, which the team had not yet shown to the media, were taken away by the government without any explanation. When journalists asked a government spokesperson for an official statement, he refused to give a clear answer. He stated that it was a matter of national security and that the information could not be released to the public at this time. This raised even more suspicion. After all, how could an ancient well and treasure have any connection to national security? This silence deepened the mystery. Many believed the government was hiding the truth, because if this information were to come out, it could change world history. Social media explosion. Even though the government sealed the site, it was impossible to completely suppress the news. In the early days of the excavation, some team members and local residents posted photos and short video clips on social media. As soon as the government closed the site, the videos went viral on the internet. Word of the discovery spread across Twitter, Reddit, and YouTube. Hashtags like #TemplarTreasure and #SecretWell began trending on Twitter. People began offering their theories. Some believed the treasure belonged to the Knights Templar and contained secrets that could change the world. Some linked it to alien civilizations and said the piece of metal couldn't be from Earth. Still others accused the government of concealing the truth and withholding real information from the public. Hundreds of posts on this topic began appearing on Reddit. People on various forums began carefully examining the photos and videos. Some users claimed to have seen strange glowing objects and unidentified symbols in the videos. Many even began to believe that the piece of metal seized by the government could be part of some ancient technology. A live stream of the incident also began on YouTube. People stood near the excavation site and began providing live updates. Some YouTubers uploaded full-length documentaries based on their theories. Some channels even claimed to have leaked footage showing the actual video of the box being opened. While the authenticity of this footage remains in doubt, millions of people watched and shared it. Memes also flooded social media. Some read, "Indiana Jones was all right," while others portrayed the government as suppressing secrets. But amidst these humorous posts, one thing was clear. This discovery was no longer limited to just one village or one country. It had become a topic of global discussion. Public anger and curiosity were growing. On one hand, the government was hiding the truth, while on the other, everyone on the internet was creating their own stories. This mystery had now become so profound that everyone in the world wanted to know what was found inside this well that, after seeing it, everyone was left speechless. The search for the remaining treasure. Even after government intervention and the sealing of the site, the excavation team's enthusiasm remained undiminished. They felt that the well might hold more secrets. They were determined to continue digging, no matter what difficulties they faced. The team cautiously dug deeper and deeper. As they descended, the well grew narrower and darker. The cold, humid air made their bodies shiver, but their resolve remained unwavering. After a few hours of hard work, they suddenly made a strange discovery. A narrow space between the stones appeared, not a simple hole, but the entrance to a secret tunnel. The tunnel was so narrow that only one person could crawl through it. As the team shone a light, strange and intricate carvings appeared on the stones. These were not simple markings, but rather a secret code. Some symbols resembled swords and shields, while others were completely unknown. One member of the team, an expert on ancient symbols, immediately surmised that these markings might be part of a map or a secret message. He believed they pointed to a vast treasure or a secret that remained hidden. This discovery further fueled everyone's excitement. Now they were close to uncovering not just a treasure, but a historical mystery. Gradually, the team advanced deeper into the tunnel, with each step increasing both suspense and danger. Almost at the end of the tunnel, the team spotted a strange seal. This seal was made of stone and metal, and it bore the same mysterious symbols engraved on it. Upon seeing it, the team realized that something significant might lie behind it. Removing the seal was not easy. They labored for hours and slowly began to break it. As soon as the last piece of the seal was removed, a strong, cold wind swept through the tunnel, sending chills down everyone's spine. As the seal was removed, a huge, hall-like room appeared before them. The room was so large that light couldn't reach its ceiling properly. The stone walls were carved with Knights Templar symbols, mysteriously glowing in the dim light. In the center of the room was a large stone platform, carved with a huge red Knights Templar cross. The team's hearts raced at the sight, as this place seemed to be no ordinary hideout, but a highly secret Templar site. The team slowly approached the platform. As they examined it closely, they saw another layer beneath it. There was something that took their breath away. This was no ordinary object, but a secret that could shake the world. But it hadn't been left open. Surrounding it were mysterious symbols that were difficult to decipher. These symbols seemed to be a warning, as if saying, "Beware! Whoever touches this will change their world." Every member of the team was silent. No one dared to touch that final secret. Questions echoed in their minds. Was this the location of some sacred object? Did it hold the Templars' greatest treasure? Or was it something that should never be revealed to the world? Everyone standing in this room understood that they were now standing before history's greatest secret. This was the moment when they held not just a treasure, but a truth that could change history. But would they reveal this truth or hide it forever? This question remained unanswered, and with it, the story was shrouded in a deep shadow of mystery. The big question for viewers. Friends, now you face the biggest question. You've seen the entire story. A 900-year-old well, the mysterious box found inside, the symbols of the Knights Templar, and the government's sudden intervention. But think, is this discovery limited to just a treasure of gold and silver? Or is there a bigger secret hidden behind it that could shake the entire world? Is this treasure merely a forgotten relic of history? Or does it contain information that could shake even today's power, religion, and politics? And the biggest question of all, will the government tell us the whole truth? Or will everything be kept hidden as usual? Now the mystery is in front of you, and we want you to share your opinion with us. Tell us in the comments section what you think the real truth about this treasure is. Is this a world-changing discovery, or will it be hidden forever? Friends, in this video, we've shown you the most shocking aspects of this discovery so far. But believe me, this is just the beginning. The real story is yet to come. Because what lies hidden inside that huge room we mentioned has not yet been fully revealed. It may hold a secret that will change the history books. In our next video, we'll show you what was found inside that 900-year-old secret tunnel, what the clues reveal, and why some experts believe this discovery could be one of humanity's greatest discoveries. So if you want to know the truth and see the next installment of this mystery, subscribe to the channel now and press the bell icon. Don't forget to like and share the video so that this story reaches those who want to understand this mystery of history. Remember, this discovery is just the beginning. The real story is yet to come. And the next time we meet, perhaps we'll all together uncover the truth of history that has been hidden for centuries. Until then, stay tuned, keep thinking, and be prepared for a revelation that could change your thinking forever.